Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We'll jump in the queue here, as we always do, and get matched right away with Nameless Surf. Base plus 8? Yes. 60 seconds. This looks hard! Oh man. Arca and like Scorch are so complicated, and then there's like Tia. Oh boy. What do you even do? Frostbites? It seems like an extremely breachy set, right? Where like you have a ton of red-green pressure, and that kind of seems like the whole of it to me, right? Like, it's hard. You could maybe get the Arca eventually. 2 blue, you could buy Oride cores with it, but like, I don't know. You don't want that many, and you aren't going to have that many drones, so... Jeez, I don't know. But like, if one player goes Scorch into Arca, aren't they just in pretty good shape? No, because they don't have like a red sync or a blue sync, really. And Frostbites will threaten to kill the Arca. So I expect my opponent to go Natural Conduit into Scorches and then maybe Tia. And I don't really have a plan that beats that. It's sort of a problem for me. I could go Vivid Conduit here and then like... Drone Animus? To try to keep myself at Tia levels. Vivid is so dangerous though, you're really playing with fire. If you get even one, I think. I don't know, if you ever get breached at all, maybe you're pretty dead because you'll have like a Tia or some Scorches or something. The Scorches are not that breach vulnerable. I think I have to do this. The signals like Tia extremely strongly, but I don't have to Tia right away, right? I get the Scorches first. Next turn I can get like 2 Scorches, Conduit, and if I want a Vivid, although I probably don't want that. Yikes, this is so scary. What about Endotherm Kit? You could get that instead of... Really? 3rd Engineer? The Endotherm Kit you could get instead of Tia at some point. But... It's just so slow. I think anyone who buys an Endotherm Kit loses to an opponent who gets a Tia. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, let's just get some drones. Drones and Scorches, that's the plan. No, it's not the plan. I want another Conduit, don't I? A Frostbite should be okay. Bite, Scorch next turn. No, I want the Conduit for Tia. But if I do this, I can't get any more drones if I want to be able to Tia, can I? I mean, certainly not if I want to actually be able to Tia soon. But I could get a Vivid now. I would have 11 bucks next turn. That's 2 Scorches and a drone, but not 2 drones. Or maybe Scorch, Bite, drone. That's 1 extra blue left over for a Tia. Yeah, okay. Scorch, Bite, drone. I'll be a drone short. I'll only have 5. No, Scorch Bite double drone. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. No more Vivids ever. Do I have to worry about my opponent, like, just opening up on me with a Tia right away? I think I should be okay against that. Right? Like, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? Hit me for 9? How exactly do I cope with that? I can Tia Rhino. 2, 4, 7. That doesn't defend. So I need to focus instead on defending with like force fields and rhinos, but then I can't Tia. Yikes. But this way I can't threaten Tia. An opponent can just get Scorches. This is terrible. Maybe opponent will accidentally make an Endotherm kit instead, and then I'll win. That seems like my best hope at the moment. I feel like I must be miles behind here, right? How did this happen? It's because I spent my green on Scorches. But I feel like that's sort of good, isn't it? Like, why am I losing? I don't consent. I want to win instead. Thank you. Jeez. I mean, this defends, and then I have a pretty good backswing, I guess. Let me just double check. There really is no counter Tia line that lives, right? No. Not close. Just checking. Alright, I mean, I have a lot of damage coming back, and you don't have any drones right now. I mean, you have like a few, but... I think I'm probably holding Scorch to absorb on it next turn. Just attack for 0, basically. I think I'd rather have the granularity than the Rhino, since I can't attack with the Rhino anyway. One more NG to try to protect me. Could I just attack with a Scorch, though? I don't see a good reason to. It gives them 1 extra absorb. It just does 2 damage instead of 3, and like the extra Scorch being a turn later is not going to matter very much because the game's going to be won or lost pretty soon. So I think this just saves 1 effective damage. I don't think you can attack with the Rhinos. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you can attack with the Tia. Probably you can. I'm probably dead. But if I can just absorb on Scorches for a while, maybe that lets me stay alive? So this is a breach for exact, which is no good. So I'm not going to take that. I'm going to try to defend with just these guys. That works. So, take them back. Do I want an NG? Or a bite? Because after this turn, they're not going to be attacking very much. But I guess one NG to defend with is still good. The problem is I'm just going to be behind, right? Like, I'm no longer ahead on drones. I guess what I have is 3 Scorches where they have 2 Tarsiers, and maybe that's okay. I don't think you can attack with this Rhino. You lose a Tarsier, don't you? I'm losing 2 attack. I guess this is just a reach for exact. Oh dear. And then I lose? We'll see. Maybe I can somehow win. No, I can't. No, I can't. Alright, I'll stick around though. They just build rhinos and I build rhinos and... Oh, they don't even need the rhinos, they have the Tia. Scorch is it's pretty, like, aggressive, isn't it? You don't need that. Yeah, just rhinos. Not aggressive, it's greedy is what it is. Rhinos to just kill me would be a lot better. But okay, whatever, I quit. Okay, so I guess the problem with this one is I didn't pay enough attention to being able to threaten the first Tia. I know that, like, Scorches into Tia is good, and so I tried to do that, but... I, at this point, should recognize that my opponent will be in a position to build a Tia on the turn after their upcoming turn. And I really won't be set up to defend it with a counter Tia. And if I build Scorches, I'll just be way too vulnerable. So this is the turn where I should say... like, this is the turn where I threw away my ability to get first Tia. And I did it thinking that, like, Scorches into Tia is, like, pretty good. But to be able to actually threaten the Tia, I have to... If I want to buy the Scorches, I delay the Tia by at least 1 turn. And I guess it ended up being exactly 1. Right? I could have gotten a Tia the turn after my opponent did, but I would have lost because they got the Tia first. So I think these needed to just be Tarsiers, or maybe even Tarsier Bite or something. Anything that doesn't spend green, and then I'll have enough green next turn to build a Tia, which syncs with the Tarsiers and pressures my opponent who's just on red-green. And we'd have something that looks a bit like the opposite of the game that happened, I hope. I mean, I don't know, let's take a look, but... you know, something sort of like this. I think Drone over Vivid at this point, because force fields are good. So, opponent wants to make sure they can Tia, I guess. Well, they know that if they counter Tia, they'll lose, right? So they have to do something more interesting. Maybe they can get a Blast Sword somehow? I don't think this defends. And if they spend any green, they're no longer threatening Tia, so I don't have to Tia yet, right? So it really, I don't think they can build a Scorch this turn. Maybe this. I think this loses, but that's like one possibility I could propose for my opponent. And then we come in like this, and like... yeah, they can defend. But for how long? Ooh, no rhinos. I'll just hang on to the rhino I have then. Get a couple bites so that the third Tia shot definitely finishes him off, maybe? I don't know. Actually, maybe they are defending this. I want an NG. No, I have to win very soon. If I don't win before, like with the next Tia swing, I pretty much lose. So the NG's not doing anything, and neither is the Tarsier. What do I do about that? I don't know. Drone? This is how I could perhaps recover if I don't win after the Tia swing, but I think either line is not good. I guess what I need to do is click this rhino. This way I'm not absorbing, which really sucks. But again, I think I need to get as much pressure as I can right away. Yeah, see, this doesn't look like it's defending to me. So, okay, they can't get a Blast Forge and 2 Tarsiers. I'm pretty sure that loses. So if they're getting a Blast Forge, what else are they getting? Drones? But now I don't have to Tia yet, do I? I guess I do, because they're floating all their green. Could I survive a Tia now? I don't... I mean, it's just the 7 damage, but I'm a low econ red-green player. But okay, let's suppose I decide that, counter Tia is what I have to do. Or not counter, but first Tia. And I can get a Tarsier, actually, because the rhino wasn't actually doing much when I built it in that other line. The immediate pressure felt good, but actually a Tarsier is the same amount of total damage over the course of the whole Tia business. Is rhino good? No, I don't know. This just still seems pretty winning for me, I think. I haven't, totally looked through it, but... Pretty close, huh? They can do this and breach for exact if they click everything, but... they're clearly dead if they do that, so... Yeah. I'm not sure, actually, what my opponent could do if I had just gone for the actual first Tia. Like this. So, I guess, again, it was a case of me losing track of... I got caught up in the idea of Scorch plus Tia, which is if you can buy those 2 things in that order, it's pretty good. And they share colors, so it sort of seems natural. However, whenever Tia is in the set, you really need to be paying attention. How soon can somebody threaten it? And their opponent needs to be prepared to deal with it at any time that you could threaten it. So, here... I can threaten the Tia as early as turn 5 if I don't spend any green. Can my opponent cope with that? Unclear. Looks kind of like a no. But maybe yes. However, my opponent can also threaten a Tia on turn 5. And could I cope with that? Almost certainly not. I've hurt my economy a lot more. So what that should tell me is that I must get the first Tia. And spending green here cuts myself off from that option. Okay, well that's the lesson for that game, I think. And in fact, I think it's going to be just a short episode today. I'm trying to record a largish number of episodes so that I have a week or two long buffer while I go away on a trip. So the episodes may be a bit, I don't know. I for quite a while I've been doing just one game per episode, but here, even if it's kind of a short game, I'm not too bothered about it. All right, so that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.